It's me, I'm 7. If you didn't know, I'm the rapping ahead of the competition. I stay here doing what I do. It's not a perseverance, it's a rapping with consistency, and I keep it going because that's how you get this persistence. It's called, I've been spitting for 3-4 years. Probably had to pop this like a bottle of beer. Damn, there's a bird over there. That's another blooper that you can campaign for your petrol tank, because I'm too insane. And I might blow like spontaneous propane. Just light me up like a matchstick. I get a fire starter, my ignite, and then watch this drum and a ride. I guess I am the verbal eruption like Pompeii. My flow like this is a wicked display. I go like Picasso, draw like a pastel, then a pastel. Keep it going like I'm moving this in the movie, and it's Quentin Tarantino. My flow is like Bobby Tarantino, but I ain't Logic. If I did have Logic, then I'd be something like Kendrick, because I'd be taking off. Some would say I'm overly dedicated. Some would say I'm addicted, medicated.
Oh.
Alright, anyway, here we go. Check me. I do this and I pop it like a... Why do I keep talking about popping? It must be because I'm Mary Poppins. That's an umbrella joke for you prophets who don't get this topic. I start getting in this, and I won't dismiss. Now, I'm uppercutting the competition like it's Muhammad Ali back in the ring when he was fighting in his prime. I'm going to take my time and do this rhyme for the people who understand what's going through my mind. You knew me before, but before I was so raw and came through the door to slam your jaw, I've been here trying to go like a tiger's claw. I'm pouncing on these people, and I leave them shouting like crowds in the midst of this. Speaking of this, did I really miss? No, I didn't really miss. I just made a couple hits, but you didn't get it because you didn't admit what I was doing like this. People say I sound like Eminem. I'm not Eminem. I'm just a style of Eminem. You see, there's a difference. Eminem is a pioneer of rap, and that's where he stays at. I'm somebody trying to make it big in rap and hope that I make it into this verbal combat. Right. Keeping it going. I'm always elevated when I'm flowing, because that's how we show up to the game, and I'm ready to go explode, dominate, and dominatrix. I've been living the flow, trying to get this like academics, because I'm trying to stay above an A. An umbrella. That was cheesy, like mozzarella. But let me start off spitting to this young fella. I'm about to do this and prove this like a general lyricist, because I got so much composure. I'm like a soldier. I come through with an aperture of murder. It's my campaign, but a vertical rector. Got a vertical vendetta against all of these people who try to take me down. But now you see me on the mic and I'm spitting now. I'm coming for your throat like a jaw. I've been living for this flow. I've been living to show them that I'm like Jon Snow in a campaign with a flow like this, and I still remain in the same game, and I'm going like Grand Theft Auto because I'm taking cars and I'm literally shoving people out of them at the same time. That's crazy, but you wouldn't understand that because you weren't in the prime elements. I combined carbon and helium, call it a sun, exploding, red supergiant. My flow has been supergiant since the moment I stepped in here like a frickin' tyrant. But they didn't see that, because back in the days when I tried to get this in so many definitive ways, they tried to tear me down back to the fabric of this underground and this undergrowth made of stone, but that's how I laid the foundation. Now I'm ready to start building this up like this wall behind me. A building. I'm uncomfortably yielding as soon as I punch my hand through the ceiling. That means I'm breaking boundaries. I've been trying to get this smoke like I'm at a foundry. But that's how it goes when you try to do so many things and amass these flows and show these people what I really know. I'm about to be 18 tomorrow, but maybe I'll drink the bottle and feel a bit hollow, but actually I'll be like, no, because I don't like alcohol. That was crazy for those who understand my impediments, but what else can you do when you're 18? Oh yeah, buy cigarettes, but I'm like, fuck the Nicorette. Let me recorrect that. I'm sorry for the people I just offended. I'm gonna cut that out, blur that out, or whatever I have to do, maybe even smurf that out. Or just walk it out, No, that was too old school, but I did that for y'all who've been there since back in the day, and since there is a rhyme and a meme that someone's gonna make out of this somewhere because they don't give a shit and they don't fucking care, there's your meme. Now it's too obscene. Since I got in this scene and I tried to sew it together like a scene, my flow has been too on point, too unkilted. I let the conversation stop as the minute I put a full stop. Then I'll be like that. I'm spitting in the rain because you know I bring torrential carnage. I'm like a cyclone, a hurricane, and a combat of a supernatural Myron. In other words, I'm saying I'm insane. Some would call me psychotic. Some would call me probably have to take pills every day, so some would call that narcotics. My flow is unkillable. I'm an untrained animal trained in wind stick flowing like this things. But what would your friends think? Would your friends think I'm able to kill it every time I'm working with it? Then I set a vicious vendetta, try to do it better than any of these rappers that call myself a shredder. See how I do it and move it and groove it. I use it to paint a picture of power. I got an aperture for carnage and throwing around. They got the rain dripping down my back because they know that I'm about to leave all of these things like Blade Runner. They'll be gone like moments in the rain. That's the story I read this year. And I used it in here because it's a good story. It's a good part of how somebody went to glory. Except it wasn't, because that's not what it etched to. There's a girl walking over there in a yellow tracksuit. And it's looking like Old Dirty B back in 9-3. All black tee. Wait. That was meant to be me. No. Some say that I could be an Old Dirty B, but I wouldn't have the insane goofy nature that he does. But rest in peace to him. One of my favorite rappers. But if you had to put the top 5 on here, then here it goes, because these people obviously want to know. I got Biggie, I got Biggie, I got Eminem, I got Tech 9, R.A. the Rugged Man, and Logic. These people know all of these rappers. I'm probably not going to be in your topic. But the reason they're in mine is because they're all lyricists, and when it comes to raps, they murder this. I murder this like I got a Glock in hand, a Glock and spill, about to go ring this bell, then I'm like, hell. That's where I send people that weren't equal to me because they didn't line up in this equation. I've been living here trying to get people some persuasion to get into my raps because I do this like mass and I really don't give a crap about these people who say that I can't attack a rhyme. I've been sitting here for time trying to get this out of my state of mind like it's been sitting here and I'm rolling them in. I lay rugs like it's Persian, then I paint it all up on the walls like graffiti. Behind me you can see me on the TV HD live in 1080p right now, and I'm about to do this and milk this like a cash cow. My flow will devour anybody and I lay it down like white, it's flour. Or some people would say that's a drug reference, but it's not a drug reference. I meant no amendments. I'm gonna wrap this up, and you know that I'm doing this for my 18th birthday. I've been born trade and I still slay. Rain, bitch. Right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, people. This is the first one of these, and it's probably going to be a few more, a lot more, coming of videos of me in IRL. But basically, if you're watching this, it's my freaking birthday, so comment down below and say shit, please. I'm in need of desperate loving and attention. Not that way. Calm down, I'm not Chris Brown. Right, anyway. Shit.
I'll just keep this tape. You can crop it, can you?
Oh, I can probably do this.
Yeah, I'll keep filming.
Right. Fucking shit. Otherwise, this is a verbal parsonage. Carnage. Venom too.
Right.
It was Hebrew. But Hebrew, he may have slayed you. Slaydro. Damn, I played them though. That was some shitty ass rhyme that I tried to get off my chest, but I couldn't be the best, so I had to try and be better than the rest.